Hi everybody. I want to make sure you can see me. Hi. All right, we're going to get started. If anybody can hop on live, that's great. If not, that's okay too. My name is Eliza Bacode. I am a nurse practitioner and certified wellness practitioner, and I'm so glad that you guys are joining us for the anxious feeling study. Essential oils and these tools are something that I use on a daily basis for anxious feelings, and love empowering other people to help them use these tools for that too. So I am here to talk about Adaptiv capsules tonight and why they are so amazing. And so you're learning about the oil, which we use topically and aromatically, and now we're going to learn about the capsules, which you can use internally. And these are such an amazing tool. I have 3 kids, and so that brings a lot of anxiety and frustration into my life sometimes, especially when they're not listening, and I have a toddler. So that's always challenging. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. It's very late here where I am, so sorry. But so I really need something to kind of help me kind of tone things down, relieve the stress, reduce those sort of like stressful feelings, but in a way that is not sedating, right? So if I used other things, like sometimes it would say, don't operate a car or whatever if you're using it for anxious feelings. And so I need something where I can still function, I can still be engaged, I can actually still be a full participant with my family. And I'm just so happy to say that when Adaptiv came into the scene a couple of years ago in their mental wellness kit, for doTERRA, this was a huge benefit in my life. And so you can see they're a little capsule, and what makes these so amazing is that they have herbs and oils in them. And so some of the oils in there are lavender, which is very important because lavender is very well known to work on some of the receptors that help us with regulating our anxious feelings. And so lavender, fennel, wild orange, some very important oils. And then we also have ahi flower in here. So omega fatty acids are very important also in making sure that we keep our emotions in check, that we keep our mood in check. And so the ahi flower is a plant-based omega fatty acid. So very important, those omega fatty acids in regulating our mood and keeping us calm. Now, I think personally, the shining star of the Adaptiv capsule is the Scaledium tortuosum. Now, if you look up this herb, it's also called kanna, and it comes from South Africa. And it comes from like a bushy looking plant. And actually women were known to chew on kanna during labor and in their first trimester because it actually helped with the the feelings of pain or with nausea. And so what Scaledium tortuosum does, or kanna, it actually works in our gut to help regulate our mood. And it essentially works on the same serotonin receptors that other typical agents that we're used to using for our mood do. But you don't have a tolerance with these. And so that's really what's amazing about this plant and this herb, is that you can use it and know that you can use it safely, and that you're not going to develop tolerance. So now, how do we use this? I typically recommend 1 to 2 capsules twice a day as needed. So sometimes if you need them in the morning, take 1 to 2 in the morning. In the afternoon, if you need 1 to 2, totally fine to take 1 or 2. Some people find that sometimes they can be disruptive to sleep, and some people find they are helpful to sleep. So you'll just have to experiment with that to see how it helps you. I personally love to take these with copaiba and the balance oil that you also have in your kit. That can be super helpful. Some days you may only need 1, some days you may need 2. And so don't be afraid to kind of play around to see how it works for you. They're an amazing tool. I typically... Excuse me, guys. feel an effect within about 15 minutes. And so it's not something you should be waiting around for. So if you take one and you don't feel better in about 15 to 20 minutes, then it's okay to take another one. I definitely would not exceed 4 of these caplets in one day because that would be exceeding the recommended research dose, especially of Sclerotium tortuosum. But what you can do if you need a little extra rescue remedy when you take 2 of these is use that balance oil. You can also take 2 extra drops of lavender in a veggie cap to help you with those anxious feelings too. So we're so excited for you guys to use Adaptiv this week. Go ahead and pop in the comments and let me know how it's working for you. And if you have any questions about Adaptiv, yes, this is okay to use with other things. Just make sure and consult your doctor if you have any questions, or to ask us here and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So thank you guys for popping in here to learn about the Adaptiv capsules. Again, let us know if you have any questions, and we're excited for you to try everything and to feel better. You guys have a great night.